on the question number 7, in which we are asked about median approximation methods for large feedback datasets. That is basically for large datasets. So uh, the first method which we will talk about is random sampling. We take a small random sample from the full data. There are 1000 samples, so 1000 data points, so we will take only a few, that is 100 or 200 out of them as a random sample. The time complexity is reduced by doing this. The large sample size is the larger the sample, the higher the accuracy, but slower in computation. Then we have binning or histogram approximations. We just divide the data into fixed bins. So the more the bins, the better the accuracy, but more memory it will take. Similarly to that, in random sampling, so it will be a bit slower and consuming a larger memory than it is required to. The we can optionally sub bin also in the target bin, that is a bin inside a bin. So how a bin is created, we count how many values fall in each category or each bin. That's how we use binning or histogram approximation. Then we have the third uh, technique, which is streaming median using heaps. So in this we use algorithms like max heap and min heap for lower and upper half respectively. So and then we calculate median for heaps for both of the heaps from the tops. It works for streaming or real-time data. So its time complexity is 0. Sorry, it works. Then we move on to the quantile sketches. In this we basically summarize the approximate quantiles including the mean. That is basically sketch compression levels controls accuracy. That is how much we compress the sketch levels. It also controls the accuracy. The more compressed levels, the less accuracy. That's how it is used in large scale systems like Spark and BigQuery. Then we have sort based partial selection. Then we have sort based partial selection. In this we first find the mean without full sorting. The worst case for this can be n square in time complexity, but it's rare in practice. The average time is n itself. It's a good pivot selection. It improves speeds and reliability. Then we have balancing accuracy versus efficiency, which is another part of the same question. So the small data sets, we can compute exact median for that, but if larger data set, we can use sampling or sketches. But in real time systems we use heaps, and when memory is limited we can use binning or compressed sketches. Then coming on to the next question, which is in this question we are given a student faculty similarity analysis. So in this we are asked questions about ranking existing profiles by similarity using the formulas we learnt about before, and the second is normalizing the values over here. So first, starting with the A part, we calculate the Euclidean distance. So that is basically nothing. The S1 will be 1.7 minus 1.5, which will be 0.22, and similarly 1.9 minus 2.0, it will be minus 0.1, but in actuality it would be squared, so it will be positive itself. So we calculate this for each and every point. Now let's start with the A part. In this question, first we are given that we have a new feedback query x, from which we have to calculate the distances. So for Euclidean distance we already know the formula, so it would be a1 minus the new point, a2 minus the new point. Similarly for each one, that is 1.5 minus 1.4 whole square plus 1.7 minus 1.6 whole square plus, similarly for 2 1.9 and every other single point. So we will get 5 different Euclidean distances for from this particular point, and then we will rank from closest to farthest. So S3 will be the closest point that we have got. S3 and S1 both are on the same distance, that is 0.22 and 0.22 of Euclidean distance. Similarly, we will calculate the Manhattan distance and rank them, same for the supremum and cosine similarity. Then coming on to the next part, which is normalizing each vector position to unit length by using Euclidean distance. So we already know the normalized vectors from above, which are these. For Euclidean distance, we can calculate after normalization the coming on to the next part, which is normalizing vectors to unit length using Euclidean distance. So the normalized vectors are these, and the x normalized point, which is the new feedback query, will be this one, the S1 part, and then we will calculate Euclidean distance after normalization. Normalization is basically removing the mean and variance from the data points. So that's what we have done over here by calculating the mean and variance from this data set. The Euclidean distance after normalization will something look like this, and the ranking will be from closest to farthest, which is similar to previous rankings as well, from Euclidean distance from the first part, that is over here. Thank you for watching the part B of the first internal test of Introduction to Data Science. In the next video we will talk about the part C of Introduction to Data Science, which is data preprocessing for feedback analytics. Thank you.